Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. I'm Lori, and today we're playing Sandbox mode. Now, as you can see, I've already started editing the train for my devious plans that I've got. I started this without you guys, because it's like 20 minutes just to do this little bit of work, and because I wanted to experiment some. My plan is to make some kind of pirate-themed park. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll find out. So right now I'm just digging some trenches and creating some island-like. I made an attempt at making the whole park surrounded by water, like to make it look like an ocean in one big island, and that didn't look so good at all. I tried it several different ways, but the train editing of the outside of the park is kind of not under my control, so I can manipulate some, but not a whole lot. So it was worth a shot, but instead we're going to try... Here we go. Alright, so now we just have lots of rivers, a couple of islands. Pretty sweet. Looking good. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this real quick in case I do something I shouldn't and forget to save it, because that's my tendency. Alright, so now we have all these lovely areas of water. I do want to get rid of the water real quick and do one more thing. I kind of want to make a lake over here. See how this looks. Again, that's one of the reasons I try to save when I'm doing train editing. Oop, too high. There we go. Looks okay. Let's get rid of the water. Do a little bit more editing to try to get this corner down so we don't have that weird block of land showing. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now we have our basic terrain that we're going to work with. And we can add some mountains and some hills and some other terrain effects as we start to build our park. But at least now we have some semblance of water to go with our pirate theme. The next thing I want to do is brush the terrain. I don't know what the difference between dune sand is and brush sand. Let's see. Ah, I see. So one has some texture to it and the other doesn't. Okay, so islands have beaches near the water. So we're just gonna edit some of the train. Alright, apparently I didn't turn the day night. There we go. So in sandbox mode, you have unlimited funds. You can turn the day and night off. You cannot control the weather, however, which is a little bit strange, but you know, whatever. Alright, so as we get to each island, I'll add some sand and some different kind of textures to the sand. There we go. Maybe I'll make one of these islands entirely sand, one of our smaller ones. I don't know what yet. Okay. So we need to add some rides and some other scenery other than just terrain, or we're not going to really get anywhere. So I'm going to save again because I edited terrain again. There we go. Alright, so we have beautiful park. It's coming along nicely. I don't know if I really like the sand yet, but we'll come back to that. Alright, let's start with some pathways. Let's go with... I really quite like this. Alright, so we're going to have people start coming in. Alright, so I always like to build some information stations right off the bat, because people get their umbrellas from there. If it starts to rain, they get their park maps. I find it super useful to have a couple of those running around. Alright, the next thing I try to do is build some food. Concessions. You know what? Let's do this a little bit differently. Let's widen our path right here. Let's put the concessions in and build the path around it. Alright, so we need some drinks. What else do we want to drink? Let's do some lemonade. And let's do some burgers. And don't forget to open them, because it's really a problem if you don't open them. And now we can go back to editing the paths. There we go. Alright, now they can get to them. Alright, we'll come back and we'll add our things like trash cans and lights and all that later. Let's get to adding some rides and some scenery. Now, a lot of people really like to add scenery later on. I have multiple feelings about that. Okay. Do we want to do any kind of transport ride? That's the question. To get from one side of the park to the other. Where are my transport rides? Here we go. That's the question. Sometimes they're fun, and the park is fairly large, but I'm gonna say no. I just want to build some bridges and things. Okay. Let's start with some rides at the front. We don't need dinosaurs. Might find some stuff we can use in Safari or Atlantis or Pirate as well. Okay. Well, I guess it's adventure theme, not pirate theme. So it's kind of hard sometimes to find exactly what you need. Sometimes you just gotta look through. Alright, so as people come into the park, they want to find a ride. But we don't want it to be huge, we don't want it to be in the way. So let's go with something fun and small. Like the meteorite. Here we go. Alright. Let's go. Whoops. Hold on. Do I like this wood or this wood? Let's do this one. There we go. Let's open it up. There we go. Alright. Let's edit. Oops, let's close this back. I lied. The paint colors. We have a red and white theme. Something along the lines of... There we go, some blues. That's that inside color. Let's make it a fantastic color. Let's do that blue. There we go. So now we got some blue rocking. Sweet. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting... I'm actually going to pause the game so people don't get really mad at me. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start building some of the rides and then making the paths. This is a little backwards from what a lot of people do, but like I know that over here I want to put some canoes or some kind of water ride. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's do some good old rowboats. You know, like you're rowing the boat off the... My options are kind of weird as far as the way this pond is built. So let's... There we go, that should be enough. And then we need some entrances and exits. Alright, now this is where the theme starts coming in. Oh look! A boat. Gotta do it. Alright, so we'll do our entrance here, our exit here. Alright, this comes the tough part, which is adding the path. Let's do this type of style path. There you go, that wasn't too bad. That worked out quite nicely with my placement. God bless, because sometimes I just want to hate myself a little bit. There we go. Great. Okay, so now we have this. Let's see how many boats we're going to have. Do I get to choose on this one? I don't remember. Oh, there's so... No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, okay, it's still there. It's just too far zoomed out. Okay, number of cars. There we go. 4 should be enough. Whoops. Perfect. 4 rowboats. They can run around all they want and come back. Alright. So we know we've got that. We gotta have a roller coaster. And part of me, let's see. Whoops, I don't want to build a coaster. Since we're going with this fishy theme, let's see what we can do. You know, I don't know. I don't really like that style ride. I kind of want to do like a log flume ride, maybe. Here we go, log flume. Now I only have this one pre-built, and that doesn't sound all that awesome. Let's do it over in this corner of the park, and let's do some train editing and maybe raise up a hill. Let's see. Sometimes. Here we go. It's starting to look a little more like what I want. Yeah, we want the pinch method. There we go. So there's 2 kinds of method to changing the train. One of which is the pinch method, where you pick and pull up or down. Which I'm on down, which is part of my problem here. Alright, so I'm pulling up and down with my mouth, versus one where you just click and it kind of raises. Alright, and then I'm going to smooth the train. There we go. That should give us something to work with to create our log flume. Alright, let's do that now. So, if I can find it again, there it is. Alright, we're going to build a custom track. Alright, so let's start... Yeah, let's go this way. Okay. So now we're gonna go up. And we're gonna take a quick dip down because it's really boring if you don't get to do anything. So we can go steep down, but we can't go steep up. So this may change our log flume ride. Because I guess we could go up into the mountain. We just might have to change our mountain a bit later on. No, go back. I don't remember how to go backwards. No, that's not what I said to do. Okay, sometimes I really like yes, delete. Alright. This is not working the way I wanted it to. So, let's do something different. Let's re-edit our train. Because I forgot to save. This is why I always save. There we go. Alright, the log flume is too small for this hill. Lesson learned. Alright. Let's go with something that can be steep. What do we want? What do we want? There's so many options. Rafts and river rapids we're going to have the same problem with, I think. Same with splash boats, maybe? I wonder. Let's try it. Alright, so another option is to have them go up. Do a little bit of a drop. Go up some more. It's gonna be not a very exciting ride, I don't think. Okay. Now comes the fun part, the big drop. We're gonna go into the mountain apparently. And we're gonna back that up later. Go up again. Go down again. And then we're gonna do our magic complete here. I really like this button because there we go, perfect. Figures out how to finish the ride for me. Okay. So we need an entrance and an exit. Okay. Let's test it and make sure it works. While we do that, I'm going to go ahead and find some scenery to add. I want some, I don't think this is very big. That's pretty small too. Let's see. What else do we have? There's so many options. What we can do, or what we may do rather, is alright. So you go up, you get the big one, then you get the little one, then you're back. That's not too bad, right? I'd ride it, to be honest. If I were at an amusement park. Hope you would too. Okay. So what we're gonna do is stop this, because we know it works. It's always really important. Make sure it's gonna work. I want to change the theme of our entrance and exit here. Where was that boat one? There we go. And our exit. It's going to be... this one. There we go. Alright, I like it much better. Okay, now we need to theme the inside of this and our mountain. So, what I want to do, we also have this shipwreck. Right now I'm just kind of placing stuff because I need to figure out what I have to know what I can do. I have this shark attack animation thing, but I think it looks terrible in my opinion. Whoops, no, I don't want to quit. Don't do that! Don't do it! Okay, I think about putting some water in the middle here and seeing if I can float the boats on it. So let's do that. Let's delete these back now that I know what we've got. And let's see if I can make it look like they're going into a pond. Alright, again, I'm going to save this because I tend to accidentally do things and it not be what I wanted the game to do. It's kind of the downfall of the train editing, because it's not the best by any means. There we go. Let's see what happens when we add water to that. Wonderful. Okay, let's take the water away so that we can continue to edit. Alright, so you're coming down this mountain like a waterfall, and you're gonna land in a pond. I like it. I don't know why, but I do. I really like water. What can I say? There we go. Alright, so you're gonna land in water. So let's see if we can add those scenery pieces that I wanted. See, let's rotate it. Yeah, look at it. Sitting on the water. Alright. Let's put... oh yeah, our game is still playing. I really shouldn't forget that, but I do all the time. Alright, we don't want this underwater. We could place some stuff underwater, though. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so we got that one. Oh, I got one that's being taken over by a giant squid? Yeah. That one's definitely got to be in here. It's kind of got to be sinking. There we go. Alright, so we got one sinking. Actually, I kind of don't like that one so much. So let's go back. And go back to our scenery. Okay, so. No, I don't want to quit to main menu. So we've got a couple of ships. We also need to decorate the top of this island to make it look really cool. We need to finish putting sand on and make pathways. And we've just spent 24 minutes building three rides, and some islands. So I know it's really slow going, but stick with me. We'll have fun. and I promise to come back with some more plans, and we'll finish off our log flume. See you guys next time.